think you all know me. I'm Pauline, so I'm just oiling the wheels. Janet's actually going to be doing the demonstration today, and it's part of our Papercraft month craft along session. And so Janet, the way Janet's got her screen, you can just see her hands and what she's doing. But that's the easiest way for us to do it just now. So I'm sure we'll see her face at the end when she asks questions or whatever. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass over to Janet now. Thanks very much, Janet.
Thanks, Pauline. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hi, Janet.
You're going to make this little gift box, which looks like a little book. And you open it, and the gift box is in.
Beautiful.
Gift box is inside.
Mm-hmm.
The acetate window is optional. The paper that I used in this case was just ordinary gift wrap. You can use any kind of paper that you like, but I would use a substantial weight of card for the box itself. If you don't want to make the book, that's fine, because we'll make the box first. And you can actually end up with just a little gift box like this. This has no acetate window in it because I thought the card was rather pretty.
Lovely.
So I've got a piece of card here that measures 7 3/4 by 10 3/4. And I've scored it on what I call the long side at 4 inches and 5 inches and 9 inches and 10 inches. I don't know, is anybody doing this along with
I think
me?
quite a few people
Yes.
are. Yeah.
Right, so I'll slow up then.
So,
If you don't have a scoring board, you could measure the 4, the 5, the 9, and the 10. Draw it with a pencil line, and then just use a ruler and kind of bend the card up like that. What you're actually trying to do is stretch the fibres in the card. But then I'm possibly teaching my granny how to suck eggs by saying that.
Not at all.
no.
So everybody got that?
I didn't get the original.
Not yet. I'm just cutting the card.
Yeah,
Right,
I've
no
got
bother.
my card as well.
What were the original measurements? Sorry.
7 3/4 wide by 10 3/4 long.
Lovely.
Just-
Okay.
Just short of a piece of A4 card. And you have to take a wee bit off it.
What size was the board at the piece of paper at the beginning? I'm sorry I missed that.
The piece of the card for the box.
Yes.
7 3/4 inches by 10 3/4 inches.
Thank you.
And I think you would refer to it just as letter size. It fits on a piece of letter size card.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Oh, that's better.
We've got quite a few heads down there, Janet.
Janet, can you just remind me of the scoring lines again?
Yeah.
4 inches, 5 inches.
4 inches. This is on the 10 and
Yeah,
3/4
long
side.
side. Yeah.
Yeah. 4 inches, 5 inches, 9 inches, and 10 inches.
Janet,
Yes.
Janet, I'm not doing the card just now because I've got to go to the vet with the dog shortly. And what measurements are the lines at the top and the bottom of the card? You've given us the lines down the way.
Yeah. And on the short side, you're going to score it 1/2 inch, 1.5, and 6 3/4.
Right. Okay. Thanks. Right.
1/2 inch, 1.5, and 6 3/4.
Yes.
Mum's head. All I'm seeing is the top of Mum's head.
So,
How are you getting on, folks? You
Nearly there.
nearly?
Mm-hmm.
okay. 1/2 inch. Is at the top.
And when you've done all the scores, if you just like to fold and burnish all your score lines.
What does that mean?
What it means is that you're going to fold it over, and then press it together with your tool, a scoring tool.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
just keep folding it and burnishing it.
I think I've got one. The other one. Oh. Right. Mine. There's just a 1/2 inch start at the top.
Yeah, the 1/2 inch is there
At the
on the
top.
short side, and then 1.5, and then 6 3/4.
Right. One and a half.
Sure, it's not sure. Okay. I need to do it again.
Where does the 6 3/4 one go?
So you've got 1.5 there, a half, 1.5, and 6 3/4. If you turn your card to the short side,
6 3/4.
6 3/4, yeah.
I've done it wrong, right one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm 1/2 inches in a line up. Let's see where she's got the 6 3/4.
Pauline, you will be having fun watching all the contortions some of us are going through on this.
Yes, yes.
I'm not doing anything either. I'm just watching. And I'm taking pictures and notes. I've left
Good.
it too long to somebody on the doorstep.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Point me out. Sorry, can you point me out the 6 3/4 one again, please?
Yep, it's right at the end, here. These, because I turned my card round so that I was doing the long,
Aye, the
Uh-huh.
long ones.
yeah, 6 3/4, yeah.
No following.
It's not Saturday morning, but typically Saturday mornings in Canada, there's lots of cartoons on television. So this would be like watching Saturday morning cartoons, maybe watching all of them.
Blue Peter.
Aye.
Yeah.
The only thing with this is we haven't got one we made earlier.
No, we don't.
Janet has.
It's all right.
I
You have, aye.
Right. And believe you me, I do have cock-ups that went in the bin, you know.
Okay.
So I can see when I'm looking at you all, I can see quite a few of you have already had your hair cut. Well done. Hands up, Pauline Brown. Have you haven't, Pauline. I thought you were one of the people that had a haircut. Ah, looks very nice.
Dorothy Morris has had her hair cut.
Morris is getting her haircut.
morning.
Dorothy. This
Yeah,
morning.
it's
Okay.
looking very nice.
Great.
Looking very
Mine's
nice,
another
Dorothy.
2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Roll on Wednesday.
Roman Wednesday. Oh.
A week today. A week today.
It's like we're all in the 70s, isn't it?
Hello. Monday, I'm going on Monday.
I get mine done at the local garden centre.
Oh.
She is. His wife's a hairdresser and he made her a little salon in one of the outfit things. So brilliant, brilliant.
Absolutely.
Andrew and I both had our hair cut Tuesday morning and it cost £25 for both of us.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Both of you got all paid up for just one.
A bargain, I would think.
Yeah, yes, very good.
Okay, so
Very good.
How much does she charge for the dogs?
Ah, different matter, yeah. They've never been to a groomer because we just rough towel them dry and brush them.
Yeah.
They're not keen on having a bath.
No.
So,
No.
So are we all?
Manhandle into a bath as well, aren't they?
oh, I wouldn't manage, no.
No.
So we all got scored and
Yeah.
folded.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
No,
Yes.
No.
no, I
Who's
still
still
haven't
score?
got where your 6 3/4 comes in.
I'm just watching. I just couldn't find the materials list.
No.
Sent you a message. Well, I wrote on Anne what to do to find it. You perhaps didn't see it.
Did you email it to me?
No, I did it on the Womankind. Where you
Oh, on Facebook. Yeah, I'd probably logged out of Facebook by then. Already wasted a whole morning on there practically. Can't believe it.
Yes.
easy done.
Okay. So how are
I
you
know.
getting on? Davis, how are you doing?
I'm still looking for this. Oh, 6 3/4. It's to that end. All right.
What have you? Where have you got it? Right. Hold
Well,
up,
I'm
hold up flat, flat
the
against
only
the
one
screen,
that I'm
Janet.
going to fathom out. Wait a minute. How deep is the 6 3/4 one?
It's
It's
6
an inch.
3/4.
3/4
Right,
on one end. Yeah.
It could be, it's an inch from the other end, Davis.
An inch from the other end.
Yeah,
Thank you.
if that helps you.
Well, it might.
Janet, I think the 6 3/4 is confusing some people because is it from the inside line or from the edge or the left-hand edge of the card? I think maybe that
Right.
would clarify.
So I'm scoring on the,
Davis, look at this, Davis.
I've turned the card round and I've scored at 1/2 inch there, then 1.5,
I've got that.
and then I've moved over to 6 3/4. But what you could do is turn the card round and just score it an inch from that end, the other
Right.
end.
Right. The whole thing. Not just the wee narrow bit.
The whole length.
And the whole length.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm maybe a wee bit.
No, you're not.
No,
My brain does me out what? That's fine. Thank you.
That's good.
no bother.
So is everyone up to speed with all the scoring? Yeah. Okay. Okay, Janet, I think we're ready.
Okay, so I'm right-handed, so I've got the piece of card in my left hand. And I've got the first 4-inch score running up there, running that way, and then the 5, then the 9 and the 10, yeah?
Yeah.
And then I've got a little rectangle at the bottom right-hand side here, a long flap, and then 2 smaller ones, like one in, there's a square and then another little bit, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm going to cut the bottom right-hand corner out. I'm going to cut across the top of that long rectangle. And then I'm going to come down and cut that bit. So then I've got what I call my glue flap there. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll carry on along the top, and I'm going to cut down the score line just to the 1.5 inch line score line. Making 3 cuts. Yeah.
Cut that right across. Or better leave it.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then I've turned it again, and I've got my hand across the bottom, and I'm looking at that 6 3/4 score line, and I'm just going to snip up to it. And then you can see where we're going now, because if you hold that glue flap, you should be able to sort of fold it up, and you've almost got a box shape. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, if we go back to the little, the two small tabs at the top where the 1/2 inch and the 1.5 is.
Mhm.
The first one, take a snip off it. That, and sort of reduce it like that.
Yeah. Cut
Yeah.
that away.
And then this one, the flap beside the 4 inch, just take a little snip on the diagonal from the top to the 4 inch score line.
Where was that again? That's diagonal. Oh, I've got the wrong way. Right.
The top flap here, where it's got 2 score lines.
All right. Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I've done is taken a little wedge out of that side and a wedge out of that side. And then you're going to fold that over and glue it down. You could use wet glue, double-sided tape. It's up to you. Just glue that down.
The whole thing.
The whole flap, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so we're gluing it so that it goes up like this, right? Okay, yep, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. And that's actually going to be the back of your box. I've changed, yeah. Now, do you want to put an acetate window in, or are you going to leave it?
I'm just gonna have a box this time. Yeah.
Right. Do you want me to show you how to put an acetate window in, should you want
Yes,
to?
please.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one is glued down.
Oh, sorry.
And then I'm going to turn it over. And this is the front of my box. And I use a piece of card that it's 1 3/4 inches wide, and it's 3.5 inches long. And what I actually do is put it on there and I actually glue it down, and then I use a craft knife and cut round it so that I make the aperture.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once you take the card away, the aperture is left. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I take my piece of acetate and glue it to cover, glue it behind the aperture. Yeah.
Yeah, so that it shows, yeah.
Yeah, so it's glued on the inside, but you actually just see the window on the
Mhm.
outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
With me so far?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Right, back to I've changed colours now. The other flap that's remained unglued, just take a small little pair of scissors and the top right hand corner, just kind of round it. Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think my two corners are not rounded evenly, but the man running for the bus will no see it, so that's all right. So,
No, mine are not asymmetrical, not symmetrical.
no. So, and then all we have to do is put glue on the flap here. Fold it over, so you've got that glued bit here. Fold this flap over and apply glue. And at that point, you've got the box done, apart from the bottom flaps to glue together. And at this point, if it's a rainy day and you're into this, you can make a stack of them and fold them flat, and they're easily stored.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So then you've got So this is the front of my box. And I'm going to fold in the back flap, fold in the two sides. Then I'm going to glue that, and then I'm going to glue the front flap over the two of them.
Okay.
If you want to, and you've got a ruler, you can actually put your ruler in there and kind of push down, and it helps spread your glue a bit. And then all we do is just check that the rounded corner folds into the box.
Hey. What?
How are we all doing?
Yeah.
Getting there.
Yeah.
Will it? We're all doing, yeah? Well, contented looking people, so that's good. You're either not doing it, so you're contented, or you've done it and it's worked. Oh, Sandra, I see your cat there. Tell us about your cat, Sandra.
This is Rosie. Now that we're talking about her, she's gone.
Oh,
Yeah, now she's up and left.
Yeah.
She doesn't like Zoom. She's like Zoomies.
Yes,
How old's Rosie, Sandra?
she's about 5.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, maybe 6. I
Mhm.
get mixed up in the years, but
Yes, yeah.
still fairly young.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yes, I just brought my new kitten cat back up the road to the Highlands, and she caught her first mouse yesterday, so she's absolutely delighted with herself.
Well, I back onto a field at the back,
Yeah.
and there's plenty of mice and voles, so I get a lot.
Yes, yeah,
Lots of presents.
yeah, lots of presents, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sandra.
So
So I think everyone looks like they've caught up now.
Right. Okay.
Not quite. It was you still.
That's okay.
That's okay.
because I made a mistake.
Oh, that's all right.
I think it's good to make a mistake because then it's true that you learn by them, don't you?
You do.
Yeah.
You can the next time. Well, you didn't do that.
That's
I'm not quite square at the top. I think I've got some of my scoring just a touch off, but looks good.
yeah, mine's the same, and I've had to cut a wee extra bit off mine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A little bit left over, but it looks okay.
Yeah, but these are your prototypes, you know, once you,
Very much.
Protein.
and believe you me, my recycling one was full of prototypes.
Margaret, have you got your hand up, Margaret? Oh, you need to unmute. Sorry, you need to unmute. That's it. No, not quite. There you go, that's it.
Can I ask what size the box is when it's the full size of the box? Because I don't think mine's is the right measurements.
5 by 4.
Pardon?
Yeah, it's about 5 by 5.25 high, and it's just about 4 inches wide.
Right, thank you.
Mine's lost a little height somewhere, but nonetheless, it looks okay.
I've gone wrong. I don't know how I did it. I've gone wrong. My flap at the top is too big.
Your flap at the top.
Hang on, I can't see
Is
you.
that not the 1.5? That was the 1.5 bit.
Yeah,
So is that the bottom? And then there's the top. And there's my curly bits.
yeah.
Put it down. It's
Mm.
Was your card too wide to begin with, Anne?
no, no,
Oh,
I don't think so. So how did where was the rest of that 1.5 then? Oh, it disappeared because we cut it off.
yeah.
Did I cut off the wrong? I must have cut off the wrong bit. I think I had mine inside out. Because
Right.
it's actually a bit of card with writing on it. So I
Yeah.
had to do it a particular way.
So could
I
you
can
trim?
restore it.
I can restore it and cut it. That'd be easy. But
Yeah.
so it's an inch deep, isn't it? The box itself is an
Yes.
inch deep.
Yes, it's an inch
How
deep.
have I got? That's the 1.5.
And did you score it at 1/2 inch as well as 1.5?
1/2 inch, 1.5.
Yeah.
There's the 1/2. And there's the 1.5. Oh
No, it's 1.5 in total.
Oh, there we
You've
go.
done 2 inches.
Well done, Mav. That's
Yeah.
what I've done. That's what I've done. I'm just going to score it again while you're not watching.
Yep. Cut 1/2 inch off and then score it.
Yep. Ignore the
Thank
last
you.
bit. Edit that out, Mrs.
Well done, well done.
Edit
Thank
it
you,
out,
Maz.
or I never talk to you again. Oh dear.
Well, I'll let you into a secret. I put my double-sided tape on the wrong side of the flap, the gluing flap. So then I had to glue on another bit of card and then do it on the right side.
Well, that's very, very honest of you.
Yeah.
Just trying to make you feel better. Anne.
Jessica says before she goes away to the vets, Jessica said she calls whatever the first one of anything she makes her prototype, even when she cooks for the first time.
Yeah.
And is that in the Aga, Jessica? In the Aga?
Yeah. Well, I just hope the hairdresser doesn't have that attitude when I go there.
But I've done lots of prototypes in the AGA, Pauline, of things I've put in and forgot I put them in, and days later it comes out like this.
No, I've done that today.
The quiche looked delightful.
I always do it with rhubarb. I always.
Really?
I put it in the oven thinking I'll get it after my tea, and I opened up the oven at lunchtime today, and it's as black as coal.
Oh.
The thing is with an AGA, you don't smell the cooking. You don't
No,
smell
no.
Yeah.
Every year I do it.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll need to go. I will add that. I'll watch it on YouTube and I'll add that box to my list of things to do because I'm redoing my Kusadama flower bulb.
Yes,
So-
it looks great, Jessica. Looks great.
Perfect now. Right.
Right. See you tomorrow, ladies.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Jessica.
I even had the pencil, the right colour, to colour in the little flap that was left showing white where I made my mistake.
Were you presuming you were going to make a mistake then, Maz?
No, I just happened to have a box
Right, you
of
just
coloured pencils here. And also this little thing, which is a plastic knitting needle with a big head. Ideal for going inside the box and gluing down the flap at the bottom.
Absolutely, Maz.
Oh, that's good. Let's see that action. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Chopsticks work too. If you have wooden chopsticks, you can use those to wrap things on.
So is everyone up to speed now?
Yeah, I've got a box.
Oh, Amos has got a box. He's got a green
Hooray!
box. Okay,
It's maybe not perfect, but it's a box.
That's great. That's great.
Well done, mate.
Good.
Good.
Well done.
Good.
Janet, can I ask at some point, can you point out where we do the cutting again? I've got a box as well, but I know I've not got the cuts in the right place.
Right.
Got my sheet of paper drawn out again so that I can mark them maybe.
I've got, let's see, this one. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the original one. Cut out the little rectangle at the bottom. Bottom right hand side, and the two at the top. There was two up here.
At the top, okay. Yeah.
And that creates the glue flap.
Yeah.
And then the rest were just snips to the 1.5 and the 6 3/4 line.
Right, so you snip there. Okay.
And then the little flaps here, I just half those.
Okay.
And the Union of Women. And next to is broadcasting entertainment cinema.
So do we want to make the cover now?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So the piece of decorative paper, and this is my wrong side, and it measures 11 3/4 by 7.
11 3/4 by 7.
11 3/4 by 7.
So So is that paper you've stuck to it, or is it patterned card, Janet?
It's patterned paper.
Ah, right.
It's actually scrapbooking paper, this one.
Oh, right, very good.
And if you have a scrapbooking pad that's normally 12 by 12, and you can actually get the cover out of one sheet, and it's double-sided, so.
Mm.
Yeah.
Aye.
Right, I'll tell them then.
Right, and well, you've still got your cutting
Right,
bits
babe.
out.
Aye. Right, babe. Thanks, then. I'll tell them. Bye.
You will need another piece of paper. That is 9 3/4 long by 4 3/4.
Is that to put on the inside?
That's to put on the inside.
What was that measurement again?
9 3/4 by 4 3/4.
Oh.
How would you all doing? Is everybody just about there or?
Got the 2 bits of paper anyway.
Yeah.
Is this where we use the cereal box if we're using just lightweight paper?
Yes, this I'm going to put lightweight card into this cover, Anne.
Okay. 'Cause I'm just using wrapping paper for mine, so it's pretty flimsy.
Yes, so I have glued cereal boxes together to put card into mine.
When I get my cereal box apart, it's exactly what we did, except on a grander scale.
Exactly.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Janet, can I ask what size is your cereal box bit you've got there?
Yeah, it's 4 1/8 wide by 5 1/2.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And you need 2 pieces, Linda.
Okay, thanks.
What was that bit for? Janet?
This is to go, because I used wrapping paper, I've got card under between the 2 layers.
Right. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were using possibly scrapbooking paper, you might get away without it.
Yeah. Yeah, my scrapbooking paper is more like card that I'm using.
Yeah. Yeah.
4 1/8.
Yeah.
By 5.
5 1/2, Anne.
5 1/2. Thank you.
Oh dear.
Got it in the 2.
What?
Got it in the
While you're all cutting away, I'll just tell you that it was a very good meeting on Tuesday night. I went to invited myself, three language ladies, invited myself to Rescue Rural when Raymond Pratt was the speaker, the General Secretary.
Yeah.
And he was excellent.
Who's that? Who's that speaking? I can't find you. Who's
Evelyn.
Evelyn. Oh, Evelyn. Yeah. I saw some pictures, Evelyn. It looked good.
He was excellent, an
Yeah.
excellent speaker. Telling about his police, and then with his 9 years with the SWI.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought when I saw that, I thought it might be good to get him on to do one, you know, near the time when he's actually retiring. He retires at the end of the year, doesn't he? So that would be nice.
Very good. And then last night it was Kingsmuir Rural at home, and we had entertainers entertaining all via Zoom, and that was very good.
Yes. Has anyone else been to any events that they would recommend? Any SWI events they would recommend?
No.
Local ones.
Sorry, what did you say, Polly?
I was just asking if anybody else had been to any events that they would recommend. You know.
Okay. I'm just not very sure who else is meeting.
Yeah.
Even in Angus, we don't get much news about who's meeting or who's not. Or...
No. No.
Nobody's meeting in Argyll.
Nobody's meeting.
No, we're not meeting at all.
Just trying to get a quorum for a committee meeting is like herding cats.
Like us, for gold dust.
Yeah.
Can I ask what size has the cardboard box to be?
The card, 2 pieces of card.
4 1/8 by
4 1/8 by 5 1/2.
5 1/2. And do you glue them together?
No, you keep them separate.
4 1/8. That's 4 1/2.
I'm lost, Janet, because I'd written down 11 3/4 by 7.
That was for the paper, I think.
Yeah, that was for the paper.
All right.
And 2 pieces of card, 4 1/8 by 5 1/2. The cereal box.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 1/2.
If you're just using just the scrapbook paper, do you just cut the 7 1/2, 7 by 11 3/4?
Yeah, you could, and give it a go, Maz. If you've got a sturdy box.
Yeah, it's pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
Is Linda from Dumfriesshire on today?
Elizabeth? Yes.
Just to say what I made yesterday.
Oh,
nice.
Jack cake. Lovely.
Lovely.
Pass them round, Elizabeth. Pass them round.
I don't think I would be making them on a general basis. They're quite fiddly to make, but I have achieved it, so that's good.
Do they taste good, Elizabeth?
Yes.
I bet they do.
Great. Well done.
Oh, the travel, Elizabeth.
I was walking this morning with a health group, and one of the ladies used to work in a baker's in Glasgow, and she said, "Oh, we used to have Jap cakes."
Yeah, did they?
I remember Jap cakes.
And the lady, she loves it, so I gave her a couple in a box. So
yeah, nice.
Good.
Did you make your own box, Elizabeth?
I don't have cards, but I've made one just with paper.
Yes, yeah.
So I've got the measurements, so we'll have a try
Great.
properly. Mhm.
Good, good.
Too busy this morning.
Yeah.
Excuses, women, excuses.
Yeah.
Do we need 2 pieces of card like that?
Yes, Avis, if you have. Yeah. If you've got one cut, then you could just draw around the other one and cut it out if you don't have a.
Once I got it.
Yeah.
Try to get it glued together.
Anybody ready for the next stage, or are we just hanging fire?
It's just hanging.
I think a 50-50 I'd say there, Janet. 50-50.
Yeah, no bother.
It's not Anne getting up her ironing board, is it?
No, I don't think so. It did sound like that.
I'm trying to get these measurements down before I forget them all.
Pauline Brown, while we're waiting for to catch up, I'd love to do something on the dippers, so I'm going to get in contact with you, and we'll do something. You know, because you do dippers. Linda, do you do dippers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Pauline.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
So does anyone else here do dippers? Because I know that you two are kind of you've kind of been doing it for quite a long time, haven't you? Has anyone else been doing anything with dippers over the lockdown?
No.
No.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll come to you both then, Linda and Pauline. Yeah. For the May issue, and see what you've done. I don't know if you have pictures that I can use, maybe not, you know, pictures of children, that might be difficult, but yeah, just expect an email over the next couple of weeks saying, what can we do? What do you want to talk about? Yeah?
Yeah.
Good idea, Pauline, thank you. And Linda, you've been doing quite a few talks about your time as president, haven't you? Have they been going well?
It's been going really well, yes.
Yeah,
just had one hiccup one night. I don't know what happened, because I have photos obviously that I share as well, and for some reason or other it stopped in the middle and wouldn't allow me to go on, so I had to come out and come in again, but it was okay. We did that, and then it worked fine. Yeah, I'm doing another one for Gargunnock, I think, on Wednesday next week.
Yeah. Great. Well, you know, that would be good for you to do for a national one as well, if you want to do that.
Good.
Yeah, I think that would be good. And also, when is Anne Kerr still on here? How long has it been? Hello, Anne. When is it your 1 year anniversary of being president then, Anne?
Well, it'll not actually be till August, because the AGM was delayed last year.
Yeah. So it might be that because it'd be good to do, you know, your recollections of a year. Funny old year.
A year of sitting at home.
Yeah, a year of frustration, but that would be good too.
Yeah.
Great. Good. Is everyone caught up now, or are we still catching?
Okay.
Catching.
I'm gonna have to go.
Oh.
Sorry. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm having to go as well. I'm
Oh,
going to wait to
bye.
deliver letters to all the members of our rural, just with an update of what's happening or what's not happening. You have paid their half membership, so it's just to remind the rest that if they want to pay. So I'll just leave just now as well. Okay. Bye. Bye.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Nice to see you. Okay, how are we doing now?
Yeah. Glue, but they're not dry.
What are you up to, Avis?
I'm gluing the pieces together.
No, you don't have to glue them together, Avis.
Oh, do you know? Oh.
No, can you pull them apart?
Oh, aye. Zip. There's glue everywhere now. No, ma. I thought you said to glue them together. Sorry. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah. Bit of paper. Oh. What is? Yeah, right.
How was last night's talk, Pauline?
It was good, yeah. It was interesting. She talked about quite a few different stories from the archives, which was nice. So
will it be going up on the TV?
yeah,
thing?
yeah, it'll go up on YouTube. Yeah. I'm hoping to catch up with some of them.
Yeah.
So a few more this weekend. They just take a
It was
long.
very interesting, wasn't
it? Yeah.
She had such a passion for the subject, didn't she?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can see all of her, she does these talks, Learn with Lorna, they're called. So if you go onto the Highland Archive Facebook site, she does them every Thursday. She does them on live Facebook, and then they go up onto the Highland Archive YouTube channel. And she's done about 56 or 57 of them, so on all different subjects. So, but the interesting thing was, is that it could just be one letter that they have in the archive, but the letter can open the door to a whole host of, like, Oliver Cromwell or First World War. There was some drawings of by a 10-year-old who used to come up to the Highlands for on holiday, and he'd done lots of drawings of maps and places he'd been in the Highlands, and very intricate kind of things, bit naive and interesting and intricate. And but he'd been killed in the Second World War, I think. First World War. First, yeah. And you know, she said, you know, this is a human story, and you know, you wonder how much more this boy could have done. He was killed when he was 20, you know. So if he had as much gumption to do all of these maps when he was 10, you know, what could he achieved if he had survived, you know. So lots of interesting tidbits. It's nice. But the thing I recommended it last night, but the thing I would definitely recommend is they have a photography collection, which is called Ambale, which is 2 words, AM and then BAILE, and they have images of Highland life from lots and lots of different sources, and you can look up anything you want. They're really good, but they have pictures of Ullapool during the herring years, wet the same. They've got pictures of you know, authors, you know, pictures from the islands. It's really interesting. Everyone caught up now? How are you doing? Yeah? Yeah. Right, Janet.
Okay.
Now, yeah.
So going back to the first big piece of paper that you cut, the 11 3/4 by 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the short side, I'm going to score at 3/4 of an inch and turn it round and score at 3/4. So the 2 long edges will be scored at 3/4 of an inch. Yeah. And then turn the paper round to the long side. And score at 1 inch. 5 1/4 and 6 1/2. And then turn it round and score it an inch on the other side. And then if you just fold all your score lines.
What was the last one? 1 inch, 5 1/4.
6 1/2.
6 1/2.
And turn it round and score the inch at the other end, or you could score it at 10 3/4. It's up to you.
You say those measurements again on, you know, scoring across the way.
Yeah, 1 inch, 5 1/4.
Yeah.
6 1/2.
Yeah.
And 10 3/4. Or you could turn it round and just score the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just want to fold all those score lines.
Sorry, can I see these measurements again, please?
Yeah.
That's an inch.
An inch, 5 1/4.
5 1/4.
Yeah. 6 1/2.
6.5.
Yeah, and 10 3/4.
That, could I just say, is it the 1 inch from the edge, then 5 1/4 from the edge?
Yes.
6
Yes.
1/2 from the edge.
Yes.
It's not 5 1/4 from the 1 inch mark.
No, it's
all measured from the edge.
All measured from the edge.
Yeah. Okay.
So you then you end up with 4 little rectangles in each corner, and there's almost a cross running through it. Yes? Yep. And this is where you just have to go for it, and you try and cut through the center of that cross. So you're going to try and miter the corner.
All right. On all 4.
On all 4, yeah.
I'm making it 3/4, so this is 5 1/2.
So you now end up with a rectangle with these sort of tapered cut off corners, yeah? And then, so you have 2 rectangles the same size, and you've got the little, almost like the spine of a book in the middle.
Yeah.
And then apply glue or double-sided tape and sit it inside your score lines on the rectangles. So it should sit up like that. And then when you've got them glued in, kind of just fold the paper over and see if you can get sort of a neat corner like that.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's easier to cut it first before you put the card in, otherwise it can sometimes be a bit of a jiggle. And then apply glue to these edges and glue it down. And you should end up with something like that.
Just glue down all the edge bits.
Yeah. So you would end up.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you've got the gap in the middle.
What's that noise? This. Somebody's doing something.
Okay.
Are we getting on? Are we all right?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. So when you're at that stage, all you have to do is put glue on your other piece of paper and glue it onto the card.
Thank you.
You end up with it like that.
All right, don't worry. Only the fish.
Oh,
This is when you discover if you've measured it properly, because your box should then just glue in there on top of the liner. And then you just apply glue to the back of the box and put it into the there, like that. And it should just self-close like that. And then I usually just fasten it with a piece of ribbon. The alternative would be you could put a piece of ribbon in there and there before you glue it down, and it would fasten at the side. But that's another option or a variation that you could do.
Where'd you get your paper from, Janet?
This card is just absolutely fabulous, and I get that from the middle of Lidl.
All right, great.
All right.
You know, every so often they'll have what they call a craft event or something, and it's great for construction work and sort of base cards. I wouldn't stamp on it or things like that, but for construction it's great. And the paper I buy from all over the place, but the Range, the Works, places like that. And I've got a bit of a fetish about tissue paper and gift wrap. I've been known to buy sheets of it just because I like the look of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yes.
That's what I'm using when I saw.
It's not the first time I've bought a biscuit tin because I've liked the tin.
Should we have a little you know, like Alcoholics Anonymous? Should we have a maybe?
You like the bottle?
Oh yeah.
People are like that they buy material.
Yes.
And then they don't use it because it's too nice to use.
It's nice to use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's a gin they make in Hampshire called Silent Pool, and it's teal with a gold flake on it, and it's such a beautiful bottle, and they've got glasses to match. I mean, it could be I just love the bottle, you know. So it was a great excuse to buy the bottle and make a table lamp out of it, you know. Drink the gin and then make the bottle, make the lamp. So I'm very sorry if it's been a long drawn out process for you, but I think
great. Very good. Great.
They're, I think they're very useful. You know, they're a bit different.
Yeah. Do we glue the box onto the back flap as well?
Yeah, just onto the yeah. I've just glued mine in.
Yeah, I was going to do it and then I thought, nah, I better check.
So Joan, have you got yours done there?
I've got mine done.
Oh yeah, great. Let's have a look. Let's see.
I thought I was going to.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh,
I have to brush it. It's wrinkled a little bit, but hopefully it'll dry from the glue.
Like wallpaper wrinkles.
Yeah,
lovely.
Yeah.
I had to disappear to the workman knocked on the door, so I had to run outside. Could hardly say to him, I'm just a busy bit.
I'm on a Zoom.
Yeah, I'm on Zoom.
That's lovely.
That's really nice, Janet. Thank you. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I've done boxes before, but I've never done that style of box. It's always been with a lid.
It's
And
really
fitting
nice.
into the book is really nice.
Yeah. And as you said, Janet, they're nice for putting like a scarf or gloves or socks in, aren't they? They're good.
Yeah, or you could put some, you know, those lovely sweets that Linda McTurk made, you know, the sort of, yeah, you could put them in there.
That would work.
That would work. And I've made some cards and envelopes and put that in and used it as, you know, like a little notelet set, things like that.
Yeah. Good.
The problem is because it's kind of American sized, you can't get envelopes that size in this country, so you have to make them as well. But hey, what's that? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has anyone else finished theirs, Ruby? How are you getting on?
Yes, I finished mine, only my box appears to be slightly smaller than it should be because it doesn't quite fit, but it looks fine. Yeah, I think I must have cut more off than I should have done from the original card. But anyway, it's just overhanging it a little bit.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Nice colours.
Yeah.
Nice colours, yes. Well done.
Thank you.
Anyone else got one to show?
Did you hear? I've got mine finished.
Oh, I'll come to you afterwards, Linda. I'll just go to Ava first. Hang on just a second. Oh yeah, lovely.
Oh, that's lovely, Eva's.
Nice. And the corners are different because I cut the paper.
Oh yeah.
And at the bottom, and I thought, well, I'll have to make the top the same.
Yes.
It's good though.
It's good.
So,
it's lovely.
That's what they call a happy accident, Eva.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that was good, Janet. Enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was great fun.
That's good. Yeah, it was.
Linda McTurk, let's see your box, and then I'll go to Margaret. Oh, that's lovely. Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you, Janet. That was super. I can. Obviously, I didn't get the measurements correct. It's a bit few with, but I'll be doing it again.
Good.
Yeah, I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Linda. And now Margaret's iPad.
I've got a silver one.
Wow, that's lovely.
Very nice.
I've not got mine covered inside because I've been away twice between phone ringing and people coming to the door. I think I'll need to cover.
How rude of people trying to get in contact.
Yes.
But I've got the idea, so I know now what to do. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was lovely.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thanks, Margaret. Thank you.
Plastic band round it.
Who else has got one? Mary, have you made one? No, you've been playing with a cat. That's good. You've been for a haircut, Mary, yeah?
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. Good. Maz, let's see your box.
Yep. Lovely.
It's so nice. I like that.
Oh.
This is just the paper from the range. So I just stuck two bits together and then just cut
Yeah.
it to size.
Very nice.
That's quite good. I really enjoyed that, Janet. It was lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Really good.
Really good.
Great. Any more boxes, Anne Fiddies?
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
see you're hiding it under your bushel.
That's really nice.
Oh, you've done it. Yeah, it's nice when you hold it that way too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Got a wee kitten on the front. So.
Oh,
Yeah, super.
No, it was great, Janet. Thank you very much. Something new.
Thank you.
Yeah, something different.
Yeah, I'll definitely be making more of
Margaret,
that.
Margaret Patton, want to show yours? Thanks, Anne. Margaret, have you got yours?
Can you hear Margaret?
Yeah.
Have you got yours there?
You're not on mute. We can hear you.
No, we can hear you, Margaret.
Here it is. I've not
Yeah.
got any fancy paper upstairs, so
That's all right.
this is cardboard.
That's fine.
Good.
Fine.
I've got some I could line it with, so I've got the lining done.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Brilliant.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I didn't have enough of that for the outside, so I just used it on the inside. I've got a little bit left, so I can maybe do something on the outside. Like that, maybe cut a square out or something.
Yeah.
So I'll leave my box on the start so they decide what I'm doing.
Great.
That's nice,
Great.
thank you very much.
It looks great. Yeah, it looks great. Thank you. Thanks, Margaret.
I've got a note of it all written down.
Good. Good. Okay. Anyone else got any box to show, or you're gonna box later? Yeah, box later. That's it. Great. Great. Well, let's just say a big thank you to Janet, and well done, Janet.
Well done. That was great.
Well
Very
done, that
much.
was great.
Thank
fun.
you,
Thank
yes.
you.
I think we'll have a few new boxing ladies that give out lovely gifts, because I'm sure everybody will be wanting to give gifts to people when they see them, and
Yeah.
you know, get
Yeah.
together.
We'll
So
be buying gifts to fit the boxes.
we will be, we will be,
Exactly.
or making the gifts to fit the boxes.
Maybe that's the next challenge. Make the gift to fit the box.
Oh, yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is.
So,
Great. Well, thank you very much, everyone.
no problem.
Thank
If
you.
you want to
It's
join
been
us,
great
if the sun's not split in the sky again tomorrow, and you want to join us, it's 2 o'clock. We have a meditation
great.
session by Shirley. So they're really lovely. You just come along and you get a half an hour of, you feel nice after it. It's just it's gentle movement and meditation. So come and join us if you fancy that too. And if you don't, then we'll see you next week. Did you notice I should have shared it with everyone, I think, or on Facebook about the salt and tasting session for next week. So if you fancy doing that, it's a wee bit tight for time, but that's what the guy wanted, so I had to do what he wanted. So if you do want to join us for a tasting session, you can either come along and hear all about the way he makes the salt, which is quite amazing. He runs it through blackthorn bushes, which sounds really weird, but and I didn't know that it's a very traditional thing in Ayrshire, how they collect salt in Ayrshire. So he's going to talk all about that. And we can taste the salt as well. And the salt's not expensive. It's like £3 for a carton of salt. If you like sea salt, which I do, that's not.
I use that a lot.
Yeah. So that's on. You'll see that on Facebook in the events on Womankind by SW.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll email it out, Pauline, to the ladies on.
Yeah, I noticed you did that. Thanks, Maz. That was. Thank you. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
see you next week.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Hey, Janet.
Bye now.